What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another video. So the topic that I'll be discussing in this video today is in regards to how to become the best version of yourself, right? The one thing that you have to understand is that in order for you to become the best version of yourself, right, you need to be able to do whatever it takes to be able to become the greatest version of yourself. You're probably wondering, what am I talking about? Even if that means cutting off your friends, even if it means cutting off your family, just to focus on yourself, figure out who you are as a person, right? Self-actualization, figuring out who you are and what you really want to become. Even though for you to fully assess self-actualization, it takes your entire life. But at least at this stage of your life, however old you are, whether you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and so on and so forth. At whatever stage of life you are, you need to realize it, aka self-actualization, and continue to push towards your goals that are going to lead you in the right direction for where you are in your life, right? You have to be able to do whatever it takes, right? Continuously grind, continuously work harder, continuously push for greatness, push for excellence, right? You have to ignore what people are going to say about you. People are always going to have something negative to say about you. You have to ignore all of the hate, because the hate isn't going to get you anywhere in life, right? If you feed into the hate in a negative way, it's not going to bring you anywhere in life. If you're going to feed into the hate, use that hate as energy to be able to push yourself towards greatness. Because whether you do well, whether you don't do well, your haters are going to still talk about you. That's a fact. So you got to ignore what your haters are saying about you. Keep pushing. Keep striving. Keep reaching your goals. We are in 2021 right now. All the odds are stacked up against you if you're not woke right now. All the odds are stacked up against you. For you to become the best version of yourself, you're going to need to become woke and understand the things that are happening in this matrix. 2020 was just a demo year. You can become great. You can become the best version of yourself, but you cannot become the best version of yourself if you don't realize who you are in this world. Self-actualization. And for you to reach self-actualization, you need to be woke to an extent. You need to be woke. If you're not woke, you're not going to be able to realize and acknowledge self-actualization, which is you being able to understand what is going on in your life. You being able to understand what is going on in the world so you can be able to navigate through this matrix. This matrix is designed to destroy people like yourself and myself. How can we become greater if we don't even know the forces that are against us to not become greater? Let me repeat that again. How can we become greater if we do not know the forces that are against us to not make us better? Right? You have to know all of these things. Why do you think I continuously preach that you need to ask God for wisdom, understanding, and knowledge? I keep preaching that because at the end of the day, without God, without you having that understanding of what He needs for us to have in our life, you will never be able to become the best version of yourself. You need to have wisdom, understanding, and knowledge of this world so you can be able to understand all the things that are happening from a spiritual realm, not the physical. Because whatever you're seeing with these two eyes, right, these two eyes is not reality. You need to open up your third eye. And when I say open up your third eye is open, but I mean see from your third eye. I don't mean open it in its literal sense. I'm talking about seeing with your third eye. There are a lot of people that are preying on your downfall. There are a lot of people that you call quote-unquote friends or even family, right, that are hating on you, that are praying for your downfall, that don't want to see you do well, right, that are keeping tabs on you to know your latest move. You have to ignore all of that and keep pushing. Be low-key. Mind your business and stay in your own lane and keep pushing forward. Things are going to be greater for you if you become woke. You need to have a wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, right, of this world that we live in order to be able to survive. 2021 is going to be a horrendous year. Trust me, man. You're going to see a lot of crazy things. You're already starting to see it right now, especially everything that's going on with this pandemic. The vaccines have arrived, right? UK is talking about having a greater strain of the pandemic. Before you know, it's going to be here in America. They're going to make you take that vaccine before you can go back to school. They're going to make you take that vaccine before you can go back to work. They're going to make you take that vaccine if you want to travel. They're going to make you take that vaccine if you want to drive. They're going to make you take that vaccine if you want to be in public. You need to be prepared for these things. So my point of why I'm telling you this right now is that you should not allow people to put vaccines or injections in your body that you do not know what it can do to you. Those vaccines that are supposed to cure the pandemic are meant to harm you. They're meant to harm you. They don't want you to know the truth, though. They don't want you to know the truth. They want you to continue to be blind. But you can't afford to be blind, because when you're blind, you're going to eventually end up perishing, like the rest of the people that are also blind. You need to be woke to be able to lead people that are blind. Real talk. You got to be woke. For you to become the best version of yourself, you have to be woke. Look at all the things that happened last year in 2020. They were meant to teach you and wake you up so you can start actualizing who you are as a person, right? Realizing who you are as a person, aka self-actualization. Name one part in any of the last 20 years, at least in this country or in this world, that you've seen a sudden pause on life, aka quarantine. That was an opportunity for us to better ourselves. That was an opportunity for us to become greater. But a lot of you guys were complaining about not being able to see friends, not being able to go out to the movies, not being able to go out to the bars and drink, not being able to go out to the gym. You have to improvise. Even if it's home workouts, you do home workouts. Even if it's spending less time with your family and friends, so you can spend time by yourself and grow and know who you are as a person, know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know the things that you need to do to improve and become better. That was the best opportunity for you to be able to do that. We were in quarantine for how many months? From like mid-March to like May, June, at least like 3 months. Almost 3 months, like 2 to 3 months, before the lockdown quarantine started settling down little by little. But that was the perfect opportunity for you to really figure out who you are as a person. But a lot of you weren't focused on that wave because it's too boring for you, because you're not willing to put in the hard work. You'd rather complain and be average. For you to become the best version of yourself, you can't afford to be average. Let me repeat that again. In order for you to become the greatest version of yourself, you cannot be average. You cannot afford to be average at all. You have to continuously grind. 2021 is here. All of us have the ability to become the best version of ourselves, but you have to ignore all of the hate. You have to ignore all the distractions. Social media is a big distraction within itself. Stop paying attention to social media. Stop paying attention to the news. They are meant to distract you because they give you false information. They give you opinions instead of facts. When you listen to what they're trying to tell you, you're going to become depressed. You're worshiping them. Don't worship the social media. Don't worship the news. They're not meant to help you. They're meant to destroy you. The topic of race, you had so many racial injustice, or quote-unquote racial injustice riots last year, racial injustices that apparently happened in society, right? Well, not apparently, but according to what they're saying, it happened in society, right? Why do you think those things are happening? The world government is at work to be able to divide human beings against each other. Blacks against whites, whites against blacks, and other races, right? Hispanics, Asians, all of us. Point you have to understand is that at the end of the day, we are all human beings. Whether we're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, it doesn't matter. We are all human beings. We eat the same. We bleed the same. We go to sleep the same. We're human beings. There's one human race, not multiple races. That was a way for the world government to be able to divide us against each other. See through the facts and see for what it truly is. Stop allowing the things that are happening in this matrix to control your reality. That's what they want to do. Because the minute you can stop allowing the things that are in this matrix to control your reality, you will become the best version of yourself. Once you stop allowing it to control your reality and you put in the work, you will become the greatest version of yourself. You have to continuously put in work every single day to improve. They don't want you to do well. They don't want you to do well. Are you going to not want to do well, or are you going to do well? That's the question you have to ask yourself. You have to embrace everything that is happening right now because it's happening for a reason. It is happening for a reason. And it is meant to help you become stronger mentally, spiritually, physically, in every single aspect. You have to acknowledge it for what it truly is so you can become the greatest version of yourself. Do not allow the things of this matrix to scare you, Because in all reality, you're greater than this matrix. If you understand, it's because you're woke. But if you do not understand, you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel at Wokeebucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification button to get all the latest videos that I post. Once again, I'm Wokeebucks. This is the Woke family. Spam that comment section, spam that like section. Leave me your thoughts, right? Leave me your questions, leave me your comments, anything. Leave me your reviews, anything. We're growing as a family. I will respond to your comments, right? And you guys can also respond to each other's comments. Let us grow as a family, right? Social media links, as well as Patreon link, will be down in the description below, so make sure you give that a check, right? And without further ado, this is going to be the end of this video. This is Wokeebucks, and I'm out, man.